What's going on, guys? It's Unknown Player here, and today we've got a brand new patch for Advanced Warfare multiplayer with a bunch of fixes, changes, and also weapon balancing. As always, I'm going to bring you guys all the patch notes and go through all the important things. If you want to keep up to date with all of the news for Advanced Warfare, make sure to subscribe to this channel and definitely give the video a like rating if you enjoy it. So Xbox One is going to be the patch notes I'm going to be reading. It's also going to be out on PS4 very shortly, maybe even already out by the time I get this video up. And there's also patch notes for the old gen PS3 and Xbox 360, but they're all pretty much the same. There's one or two things different between next gen and old gen, but for the most part they're exactly the same, and I'm going to be reading the Xbox One notes. So I'll link those in the description if you want to check them out. And so the first thing I did is add support for the Havoc DLC. Of course, if you don't know, the Havoc DLC is out right now on Xbox platforms, so both 360 and Xbox One. Will be out on PS4, PC, and PS3 in around a month from now. But if you want to check out any videos, I've uploaded a ton. If you've missed any, there'll be a playlist, link in the description, with a lot of Havoc DLC videos of all the new multiplayer maps, and also these zombies. Definitely check out the Havoc DLC if you haven't already. I've got a ton of videos here on my channel. So they added support for the Havoc DLC, and they've also done some strange things with the weapons. The first thing is the center point of some sniper scopes have been aligned. You may or may not have known that a lot of the default sniper scopes for the actual sniper rifles in Advanced Warfare multiplayer were actually misaligned. The bullet would not go where you would hit it, and it was very strange. They actually aligned some of them. I'm not sure whether all of them have been aligned, but allegedly they have been aligned, which is a good thing. So now the actual default scopes are actually pretty usable, as opposed to normally having to use the variable scope or something else. They say they've made some improvements to the matchmaking and connectivity, which is always a good thing, so kind of helping you find games, and also finding games with good connection and connection in general. They say there have been improvements, so hopefully that's always a good thing. And they've also done weapon changes. This is interesting stuff we'll get into. The HBR A3 assault rifle has got a max damage range increase. That's quite like a long title, but I think what it means is that essentially either two things. It means the range at which it can do max damage has been increased, or it means the actual max damage it does at that range has been increased. One of those two things. I haven't been very specific with it. All they've said is that max damage range increase, but all in all it should do more damage at range, which is what we can get from that. So the HBR A3 is going to be a little bit more powerful, which is a good thing. And then I've also done the AE4, which is the new directed energy assault rifle. This was actually added today in the DLC. If you have the season pass, you would have had it already back in December, but they've added it in the DLC. And the AE4 is a directed laser weapon, and they've reduced the recoil, and it also overheats slower, so you'll be able to get more shots out before it has to overheat. They've also done some changes to the EM1, the laser weapon. They've reduced its recoil, and finally the TAC-19 has had a max damage increase, and also reduced the hip fire spray with Gung Ho, the perk that allows you to fire off the hip when you're sprinting. And they've done a lot of increases. Like I said in a few days ago in my video, these are only buffs and they're only increases to the weapons, so no weapons were nerfed or made worse. They're only made better, which is a good thing. They've also fixed a rare issue where supply drops would not open, which is very good. I did run into that a few times. They're not open. It would take me to like a glitch screen and it just wouldn't work, but fixed that, so hopefully that's a good thing. No more glitch supply drops. They've also added a bunch of spawn logic for uplink, capture flag, and momentums. That means they've improved the spawn system, which is always a good thing to hear. We'll see how those are changed. And there's also now more weapon loadouts for infected, which is really cool. I know a lot of people wanted this update and want to be able to use more loadouts in infectives. That is now a option. You can have more weapon loadouts and more different classes when actually playing infected, as opposed to just normal traditional bulldog. In addition to that, there's also been quite a few reports of DLC not being able to download. If you transferred your season pass from Xbox 360 to Xbox One, I think that's been a reported issue, and they're looking into it, so hopefully that'll soon be fixed. If you're having any issues downloading the DLC or being able to unlock it, and hopefully that'll be fixed soon. Also some issues reported by a few people about the Exo Zombies not being able to be accessed, and it's not unlocking for them. So they are aware of Activision, Xbox, and Call of Duty. They're all aware of it, so hopefully it'll be fixed very soon and everyone will be able to hop on the DLC. And there've also been some other things they haven't directly announced. Normally they'll have patch notes with things that have been changed, and there've also been a few things they don't actually announce in the patch notes. One of them is that there are new loot variants for the AE4 brand new weapon that's been added in the DLC, of course. Normally it was just the AE4 and one variant, the Widowmaker. They're actually brand new variants of the weapon, and I've had a bunch of you guys tweeting me that you've been accidentally getting like these glitch screens of variants of the weapons you can see right here. And so apparently there have been new variants that actually been added. You can get in supply drops of this AE4 Widowmaker. So that has been all the news, a ton of updates for Advanced Warfare. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did and found information, we'll give it a like rating. I appreciate that. Make sure you check out my Havoc DLC videos. There's a ton of content for you guys to watch. Check the playlist and you can sit back and enjoy a ton of Havoc DLC videos, multiplayer and zombies and all that good stuff. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. Subscribe so you don't miss out on my future videos, and I'll see you guys later.